Now, what year did Columbus sail to America? 1492. Well, what is that worth? Nothing. Do you know? What did it take for Columbus? Where did he find the courage and the money? He had to go raise the money for his voyage. You know, that's what I'd rather learn. And how did he have the guts to tell the Queen, Isabella of Spain, I believe it was, she says, look, finance my 3 ships. See, that's what I want to learn. But the stupid school system, they teach you, well, the date is all you need to know, 1492. And that's why we have so many people, it's called a kleptocracy. We no longer have a capitalist society in America, we have a kleptocracy. We're not democracy, we're a kleptocracy. And that's where our bankers, our politicians, and financial services, Wall Street, rip off the people. And our school systems are part of that kleptocracy. So we're not a democracy, not anymore. We're not a capitalist society anymore. We're heading for socialism and communism right now in America. That's why do I teach? I teach because I am a capitalist. I don't want to be a socialist or a communist, okay?
And then remember, one thing is that you emphasize a lot on primary wealth and also the secondary wealth. You're saying that we should not be just buying papers. You should be trading paper.
I see. You see, if you're going to buy and sell, it should be paper.
I see.
Because paper is unstable. You know, stocks, bonds, savings. Okay, let me give you some numbers. When I was a kid, I have $1 million in 1970. I put it in the bank. The bank would give me 15% interest, 1.5.
Wow.
So that means I got $150,000 a year income for my $1 million in savings. Now, $150,000 a year is not a lot of money, but you can live on that much.
Yes.
Back in 1970, you're considered rich. Today, I put $1 million in the bank. I'm lucky if I get $10,000. So it goes from $150,000 to $10,000. That's how much $1 million is worth. You cannot, in America, I don't know about Malaysia, but the average person, if you're living on $10,000 a year, you're below the poverty line. And yet, so there's people in America who are millionaires, but they're broke because the income from their savings at 1% is nothing. They can't live on it. So everybody says, yeah, I got money in the bank. I go, you know how stupid that sounds to me? But on the other side of the coin, oh, you're a millionaire.
So the traditional way of middle class turning into the millionaires next door is no longer the right way to go ahead.
Well, it depends upon your values and your education. You see, I don't have to be the millionaire next door. You saw in my book, Second Chance.
That's right.
They're the poor guy next door today.
Yeah, I see, yes.
So they're getting wiped out, and that's who's getting wiped out. And what's happening in America is the high-income people are falling faster than the middle class. So the people in America you used to think were rich are now fast becoming middle class. That's the biggest fall is from actually rich to middle class. But they don't talk about it. And our school systems still teach you to save money, work hard, get out of debt, invest in the stock market. Well, it's not very smart today. As you know and I know, today in Wall Street, there's high-frequency trading, right?
That's right. Yes.
You got this high-frequency traders going into what they call dark pools. And that's where your own bank sells your name and number to these guys who rip your account off. Yeah. Your own bank is trading against you, you know? And, well, I have a bank account. I have a stock account.
That's right. So that's why they are preaching that you should invest for the long term, right?
Yeah. And these high-frequency guys are coming in milliseconds,
that's right,
which is a millionth of a second.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? Everything has changed so fast, and yet people are so slow. And our politicians, as you guys know, in Malaysia and America and South Africa and Russia, they're just ripping us all off. Now, which side do I want to be on? I'd rather be on the guys that have the money. You want to be poor, go on the other side, get a job, you know?
Yes, rather than keep on complaining about why things are getting so tough, why things are not going the way that you feel that you should be going. They feel that they're entitled to all these results because they're putting in all the hard work.
They're working hard, they're saving money, investing in the stock market. How come I'm poor?
That's right, yes.
You know, because that doesn't work anymore.
Yes.
You know, it's like saying, you know, I ride horses. How come everybody's riding cars? Driving cars, you know? Well, what's wrong with that?
So we should all change. We should all have a understanding of the both sides of the situations. We cannot just be looking at the one.
I'm not saying that. You know, I've been poor many times. It ain't so bad. You know, my wife and I have been homeless. It's not so bad. You know, so I'm not saying it's right or wrong. And many people like being middle class. They want security. In Arizona, my friend is now the governor of Arizona, Doug Ducey, great guy. The school teachers are after him, you know, because the school teachers are ripping us off. Now, he says that, then the newspapers say, newspapers are communist also, they say Doug Ducey, the governor, is anti-education. He's not anti-education, he's anti the school teachers ripping us off, the labor unions. And he's trying to stop that so the kids can get better education. But if you're a socialist and a communist, you see that Ducey is a capitalist. Again, coin, three sides, heads, tails, and edge. Stand on the edge. So I talked to my friend Doug, the governor, and he goes, man, these school teachers, they're just like my poor dad. They think everybody owes them a living because their jobs are so important. And he's saying, just stop spending so much money. That's all he's telling them. You know, but he's the SOB.